The growth of your favorite digital show with just a text. Support Larry Reid Live by texting GIVE to 404-800-4530. Text GIVE to 404-800-4530 today.
Welcome to LarryReidLive. Hallelujah. All right, look, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you to let everybody know that we are on. It's Monday, and this is the day that we come on every single week. But I tell you, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, because y'all done had so much stuff going on, I've been having to come live a whole lot. But tonight, I'm going to try to keep the show around about an hour, but I'm going to cover all these topics. Those of you on YouTube, well, actually on Facebook too, and on the Twitterations, because I posted a grid of everybody and everything we're going to be talking about tonight. And I'm going to open up the phone line so that you can call in to tell me which topic you're sounding off on. I'm the host, but you are the co-host. So let everybody know that your absolutely most favorite entertainment show on the internet is on Larry Reid Live. And we're about to have the conversation absolutely. Now, you can't watch this show and have your feelings on your sleeve. You can't do that. Because whatever comes to my mind that I'm going to say. And people in the comments, they say whatever they want to say. And then people that call in, they say whatever they want to say. So we happen to talk about your most favorite celebrity, your most favorite church celebrity, your most favorite politician, or whatever it may be, your TV show. You can't get upset. This is entertainment, and we're going to have some fun, and sometimes we're going to laugh, and other times we're going to learn, all right? So that's what we're going to do right here on the Larry Reid Live digital entertainment show. Now, for those of you who've been asking, yes, I am based in Atlanta, Georgia. I am not in L.A., and I am not in North Carolina. I am not in New York. Do I like them places? Do I go to them places all the time? Yes, I do, but I am in the Atlanta, and we're about to have the conversation and go ahead and get started. All right, I'm ready to talk about the first thing, our Presbyterian. Now go ahead on share, because I need everybody in this conversation right here. Our Presbyterian. See, I haven't been able to cover all of the topics and all the things I like to talk about in several weeks, because the church has literally taken up all of my darn time. That's what truth is. But I like talking about our Presbyterian. Now, I know we don't all agree about him being the president, but heck, somebody voted him in there, and that's where you're at right now. So we got to look at him and look at this hair all the day long. And this thing is turned up. This is the pure shame. I don't know. Okay, do he not have any friends or nobody that love him? Because somebody should tell him that this is not the way that it's supposed to go. This is not the way it is supposed to be. Sir, fix your hair. Fix your hair. Presbyterian, president, businessman, entertainer, can you fix your hair? Kim, like you got everything so far from me, that big old space between here. But am I moved over? Oh, okay. All right. So I need to sit right here. What you saying? That's what you're trying to tell me to do? Like I should. Did y'all see us come on and flip right back out? That was Kim's fault. That was his fault. And this is the reason why I be docking money, because you don't be doing like you're supposed to. But anyway, you know he was up under investigation some time ago. Hey, I see all y'all saying hello. You know he was up under investigation. Now, you know when the election started? From May of 2017 all the way up until March of 2019, there was an investigation that was launched, and it was done by this other man who looks mad in the face. Show the other man up here that look like he mad in the face all the darn time. His name is Robert Mueller. He got real strong cheekbones, especially that one over there to the left is really, really strong. It's strong and wrong. I don't know how. You got the kind of money they got. They can fix that kind of stuff with cosmetic surgeries. I don't know why he don't do that. I would have fixed that. But granted, he was the one that was supposed to be the special counsel as relates to investigating was there any Russian interference in the 2016 United States presidential election. Well, he was put into place, supposed to do what he's supposed to do. So he done a report called the Mueller report. It came out about a week ago. And what we found out that there is no collusion and no obstruction. At least that's what they found out. Now, you want to ask me what I think? I think there was. Because you got paid attention to how people be moving. Because when this whole investigation started, the president, and this is clear, he started doing some stuff to try to block the investigation. Remember they had all the big panel, all these folk. It's been so much stuff going on. I think that there was something that went on, but they just can't prove it. So, of course, our Presbyterian, he loves the Twitterations. I done told y'all somebody need to take his Twitterations or tape his thumbs to the palm of his hand where he can't do nothing. But no, ain't nobody did that yet. So he took the Twitter and he tweeted this on this morning. This is what it said. He said, only high crimes and misdemeanors can lead to impeachment. There were no crimes by me, no collusion and no obstruction. So you can't impeach me. It was the Democrats that committed the crimes, not your Republican president. Tables are finally turning on this witch hunt. Now, I don't know what y'all think, but I'm going to tell you what I think. What I think is that there was something done by the Trump administration. Now, Trump may not directly know or be directly involved. Maybe not. But I do believe that his campaign and the folk that work around him, they done whatever needed to be done to secure that he become our president and also to do some other things that surrounded the whole presidency and what's going on up there at that White House. That's what I think. That's my point of view, and I want to know what you think. Remember, you'll be able to call in by the end of the show, 646-787-8170 during 4. That is 646-787-8170 during 4. I think there was something that was done, and I'm gonna tell you, in fact, I met a Russian, full-blooded Russian, the other day, and he told me, he said, I am from Russia, I know us, and I've been here in this country for 7 years. I am 100% sure that there has been some kind of working together as relates to the government. And he began to talk all this kind of terminology I don't know. Now, I got a whole lot of sense on when it comes to a whole lot of stuff. My palate can taste and digest a whole lot of stuff. But I don't be acting like I know every darn thing. And he went into using all these terminology and all this kind of stuff that I was like, that's what you always do. Whenever somebody's talking to you and you don't be knowing everything that they be saying, you just show your teeth and make some kind of giggle noise. And you say, every once in a while, you got to get surprised. But you ain't got to know a thing they're talking about, and they feel like you engage in them. And if they say something where, you know, their voice it go down, you go down with them. What do you say? Mm-hmm. You just nod your head, and the conversation will go ahead on. But that's what he said. That's what I think. But the president wants us all to know, no collusion, no obstruction. Since we're talking about white people, let's continue to talk about white people. Britney Spears. Oh, Lord, oops, I did it again, and I played with your heart, and got locked in the game. Ooh, baby. What's another song she got? Well, that's the most popular song. What's another song she got that's real popular? No, because now look, she have had. No, just give me another one when I'm talking about this. How it go? You said Stronger? It's called Stronger. How'd that go? I'm a slave for you. What else, Nancy? You named quite a bit of these white girls' songs. I want. You say what? You used to listen to them? Oh boy. As a black male, you used to listen to all the white girl songs. What you trying to tell me? Oh, I'm just asking. I ain't said there was nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging. I just wanted to know because I want to know. Oops, oh baby, oh, oops, I did, because it was to me that was soft porn. That's the reason why that song caught my eye, because she was in a little girl thing and she was doing like this and she had a tie stuff. That was hot to me, and that's what I remember. And so that's the only song I know. I don't know no other songs. Toxic, I don't know that neither. Like I said, I'm not going to judge any male out there that knows all these songs at all. You could have grew up around a whole lot of women like I did in the church, but just as simple as that. But I don't know. And I did it again. I play with myself. I got locked fingers. I don't know what it is. Anyway, listen. Now, she had got a residency. She had a few live performances like Mariah Carey. And I don't know if there's so much pardon, but it just killed that throat where they can't say nothing and just sound terrible. But she got a residency. She started getting, working out. She started doing a whole bunch of working out. She started eating right. She started even going back to voice training. And so that's how she ended up with that residency, because she actually, I don't know if she have enough hits to do a residency, but that's what she's been doing residency. And I actually think she was doing some covers too, Nancy. I don't think she was doing all the songs. Everybody don't know all the songs. I don't believe that. What's several hits? You couldn't name 4 songs. Because I stopped listening to her. No, I don't know about that. After 2008. I don't think she have enough. But anyway, and so but this one happened. Her daddy, who just like Jackie took over the conservator for Maddie Moss, and now Jackie is the conservator for Twinkie. But Twinkie and Denise fought for Jackie not to have conservator over everything, because they say she greedy and she mean and all that kind of going on, or whatever they say. But she's a control freak or whatever. Well, her daddy had took over in like a whole lot of years ago. I want to say 2009, because she was going through the whole drug things and things of that nature. But recently, he had a bout with a colon cancer, something concerning the colon. And when that happened, that made her flip. Now, when folk are tender-minded and tender-headed, they can't take a whole lot. If you say one thing and then, they spaz out. One little thing, And you do know our white brothers and sisters have a tendency, when they spaz out, they like to kill everybody at one time. Sure about it. I don't know why I did it. I was having a bad day and I just wanted to kill everybody except myself. I don't know why our brothers and sisters do that. Our white brothers and sisters is very different than us. But anyway, and so she spazzed out and she had to go to the mental institution. This is her checking herself in. Actually, her been spotted since she checked herself in. She's supposed to be doing 30 days like Leandra did, but Leandra ended up doing 60 days, and hers went for mental stuff. Leandra for alcohol addiction. That's our gospel singer, our gospel Whitney Houston. She went to the mental facility, because most white folk tend to hate it. I'm going to explain something to you, and I love white people, and I got white friends, but it's the truth. They can't take nothing. Any little tiny thing happen, they just go crazy. Just cry on the whim, stop the crying, go back talking, go back to crying. They ain't been through a whole lot. See, we got that thing running through our blood. We can take a licking literally and keep on ticking. We can take a whipping literally and keep on ticking. This is how it's just in us. But see, white folk can't take all of that. 1, 2 little things go wrong and they are popping pills. They're going down there to the psychiatrist. They run over there to the therapist quick, fast, and in a hurry. They can't handle it. So, girl, go ahead on and go and stay long as you want to, and make sure you find somebody to do something to their head when you in there. Let's make 2 of y'all I done put up here on this screen. What is wrong? What's wrong with the white folk have? Put the Presbyterian back up there, because seem like they got the same problem. What in the world is going on? We know that white hair, it move easy. Ours, it take a whole lot of blowing 9 times out of 10. Some of us mixed with that Indian. Some of us actually was raped by some of them. So sometimes we got that good hair. But naturally, our hair don't move. God built us to be able to take the sun, every part of us, our skin and also our hair, just durable. Okay, all right, let's go on to the next topic. Well, since we are talking about white people, let's continue to talk about white people and go to the next topic that I want to talk about. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is Well, she's not a white girl. Let me stop. She's not a white girl. Nicki Minaj is from the Caribbean, but she turned herself into looking something similar to a white girl. Now, I think this is some appropriation, a little piece in here. This is not the topic, but this little appropriation, same thing was going on with Spice from Love and Hip Hop, with her want to dye and bleach herself. She's a Jamaican, dark-skinned Jamaican. Same thing I think is going on with some of these other black female artists that like to turn into looking like this. I'm even gonna say Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams always been light skinned. She always had brown hair, but she almost like a white woman. Little Kim. Oh God, yeah, Little Kim don't even look like Little Kim. She look like Kimberly, the white girl from around the corner. But that's a whole nother conversation. But you sort of have to wear the dress. You have to do the dance in order to get ahead. But please don't forget who you really is up on all of that stuff you got going on. So Nicki Minaj and also Chris Beat Her Up Brown, they are going on tour. They're going on tour this summer. So I want you to get all your ticket money together if you like Nicki Minaj and Chris Beat Her Up Brown, because they're going to be in concert. Now, I am going to say this. Nicki Minaj, I absolutely love her quick time rap. I don't think nobody does it better than her. Now, that's me. Of course, I am a Cardi B fan. I hate to tell you, Nicki, but I think don't nobody do that. I think that when you talking and doing a rap real slow, hey, that is boring to me. It sounds amateur. You sound like anybody. My daughters sound like that. That ain't really nothing special. I don't want for you to do that when you're on that tour. And Chris Brown, for me, is a modern day Michael Jackson. I know you guys think it's Usher, and everybody got their point of view. But for me, Chris Brown is basically Michael Jackson. Basically, the boy is talented, and he can sing. And when he dance, I start dancing. And it don't matter what he do. It's the moment he start, I'm like, hey, Chris Brown, make me move. Yeah. The boy bad. I like him. But they're going on tour. Now, you may ask yourself the question, why are they pairing up and going on tour? Number one, it's the secular artist way to pair up on a song, on a track, in a venue to make some coin. That's number one. Number two, it's because Nicki Minaj is getting beat over her head with the career of Cardi B. Next. The next conversation, though, that's just what the truth is. The next conversation that I would like to have is concerning these black women. Here you go again, because the black ones are almost like white women. You just blink one time like white women. I try to tell you we got something going on. That's a nice picture of them. God, that's a nice picture. Let me tell you who fine in person. Don't move that picture. First of all of them look beautiful in person, the ones that I have seen. Candy, who for me, watching the show, Candy's the one over there to the end, y'all, in the brown, short gal. Wasn't someone that I will catch my eye. But when I seen that chick in person, I said, shoot, Candy is fine. And to me, through the TV, she wasn't, I see it, I like the one she talked with her teeth, and she was like, I don't know. She was talking like that. And she was talking, I don't know. I just want something to eat. She talked through her teeth. So I ain't really never paid no attention. But the girl is fine. I seen her a couple of times. She fine. And all these women look bigger on TV. For real. In person, they way smaller. They all got booties. But their booties ain't like in the country booties. I'm thinking like huge. But they got big round booties, but they're not big as they look on TV. Same thing with Phaedra. Phaedra, it's a real booty. She ain't never had no surgery, but that thing is almost perfect. Y'all seen it on the show, and I've seen it several times in person. That's all I'm going to say. Sound playing. It ain't never been nothing like that. But every time I look, and I don't mind telling, I said, girl, you fine. We was at the table with Smitty and their lawyer and some stuff we were doing. And I was just talking. I said, Phaedra, girl, you fine. She said, Larry, will you stop and pay attention to the meeting? I said, girl, you fine. That woman is pretty. And on TV, she wasn't one of the ones I thought were the prettiest ones. I was looking at Cynthia, Definitely Portia. But that girl, she fine. It's like, what I noticed is that the celebrity, like people be in the movies and stuff, in person, they don't look right. Every last one I seen, male, female, black, white, yellow, red, they look worse in person. What you see on TV is not the truth. That's after they done worked out for I don't know how long and got themselves together and got the best of hair weaves, the best of makeup, got the very best and the trainers and everything. They don't look like that. But on them reality shows, how them women look on the reality show, you're going to have the glam squad. You actually looking at how they live their life. Most of them, that's how they live. But in person, they look way better. I'm like, now how that work? Every last one of them I seen right here in Atlanta, they look way better in person. If they look good on the reality TV, they look good in person. But if they a movie star and they on them sitcoms and stuff, that ain't how they look. That is not how they look. Well, anyway, last night was the close of this season. For me, this season was better than a lot of the seasons that they had recently. It was very, very, very good. And this is part 3 of the reunion. Now, I want to say this because the star of the show, which is the mother of the show, the originator is Nene. And I think Nene really needs some help. I love Nene, absolutely love her. But there's something that is going on with her. Now, aside from her being done wrong, it appears at least that Cynthia and Candy did not handle this situation concerning Kenya properly, because I think their objective was to try to get Kenya in front of the camera, trying to help her pitch to get her peach for season 12, which worked because she has already signed on the dotted line and ready for taping. She's actually going to have her peach back this coming year. And in doing that, they did not pay attention to how Nene probably could have been affected by their efforts in trying to make sure Kenya would be in front of the camera. And in doing that, it made Nene feel a certain kind of way. Then you got Candy and Portia running up into her closet when she said, stay up out my closet, stay up out my closet. They forgot that the year or two prior to that, how the white gal that I love, that I wish she'd come back to the show, Kim and Croy, how she come back over to her house and her daughter, Brielle, went in there and videotaped a cockroach in there and how that became viral and that bothered. See, they forgot that Nene is sensitive, although she plays strong. And on top of that, her husband battling cancer. And folk that's sick a lot of times. Well, let me say this. When a man gets sick, they get real ill and start acting real mean. It happens sometimes with women. Sometimes. 9 times out of 10, when a woman gets sick, she's shut down sexually. She's shut down emotionally. She really retreat within herself. That's normally what women do. So the husband that's married to a woman like that is going to really have to work on himself and find him something to do before he even went and find him some chicks or some chucks to go and frick around with. Because some folk like chicks, some folk like chucks, some folk like chicken, some folk like beef. I'm just saying. Some folk like fish, some folk like filet mignon. So you just never know which way that thing gonna go. So Nene's very sensitive, but she opened up stores here, there, and every darn word. Swag boutique, she's doing all right. The DeVoe girl that's married to the new edition, the light skinned one that ain't got no eyebrows. That one, she ain't coming back. She ain't got a peach back. Of course, Portia's coming back because Portia's an important part. Candy gonna come back. All of them gonna come back. Cynthia and Nene ain't friends right now because of what went on, but she done got her man, and she is taking pain in the middle part of her soul repeatedly by that man named Chris. So she really ain't thinking about Nene at the time. Her open sepulcher is being pierced by the rod of God that Chris has. His rod and staff is comforting her, and she is anointing his head with oil that it might slip in. All right, so you get what I'm saying? So that's why she real busy. She don't really care what I need. Before, I want you to sign this friendship contract, this, that, and the other. But right now, I don't give a care because I am freaking. Thank you very much. Talk to you next year. But ladies and gentlemen, they are about to begin recording. They're going to come back a little early in the year. I'm going to keep you posted. I happen to like this show. You can take my man card. Hey, I don't care. I like the show. Darn. Since we're talking about sitcoms, I'll tell you what I found out. I don't know if y'all remember All in the Family. Let me tell you how the climate can mess with you some. And I know we blame it on the Presbyterian, on President Donald Trump, President Businessman, Entertainer, Presbyterian. But it's the climate. And these shows, when I was coming up, I remember my parents laughing at them. I remember as I got a little older, I'm like, okay, this is sort of fun and sort of entertaining. But I went back to try to watch an episode of these shows once I found out there's going to be a one-night only reboot in 2019. I think on May the 22nd on NBC. I think that is correct. May the 22nd. NBC, a live audience, and they're choosing actors to play everybody's role, and we actually going to begin to see what All in the Family and the Jeffersons would have looked like if it was still being taped in 2019. More so, they want to show you how these characters are handling the world in 2019. So they're choosing people to play all these roles. I can't remember everybody that's going to be playing these roles, but there's someone that everybody should say my ex-wife, when she was on the show, talk about her sense of humor is like Wanda Sykes. And so she's actually going to be a part of the Jeffersons reboot. You know, I'm going to watch it. I don't know if you guys are going to watch it, but I went back to try to look at it. And you know, these shows were so racist. I mean, they did all of their joke. Okay, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I can't say the shows were racist. Yes, a whole lot of racist comedy, and the audience was laughing. But in today's climate, it's like, no, you can't say that. I mean, the use of the word nigger. Oh my God, honky. They use that word. This is going to be an interesting reboot. Because today's climate is totally different. And y'all be saying nigga and honky and all that kind of, I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm going to watch it. And hopefully I can get tickled at it as opposed to offended like I'm watching Roots or something. You know. Let me see what happened. I don't know. I want you guys to think about it. Make the picture big and see it one more time. Look at all these characters. Wait a minute. Everybody dead. Ain't everybody dead? I think I do know the whole cast of both shows is dead except for what's that woman name? Genuine Mama. Not Genuine Mama. Is that what's the band name? Not Genuine. Who? It's not Chris? Okay, whatever it is. But what's that boy? One of these singers, what's the man that got the dreads? What's his name? I can't think of. Marla is still with us, but somebody else is. She ain't even in that picture. But I forgot who they said gonna play her. Oh, I think that's who Wanda Sykes gonna play. Yeah, Wanda Sykes is gonna play Marla Gibbs' part. I don't know why they just ain't have her to play her part. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz's mama still alive. That's Lenny Kravitz's mama, the black woman in that red dress. Yeah, that's the name. So that's Lenny Kravitz's mama. A lot of people didn't know that, but that's that TV show. That is his mammy. All right, let's go on to the next topic. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right, Baby Jakes. He's back in the news. And let me tell you why. And it's because Greenville, North Carolina, the media around there must don't like him at all. Because they are constantly thrusting him in the paper. Now, I am going to say that John has done some things. Baby Jakes, you have done some things to continually stay in the darn news. And as a result, You are just last week about them sneakers and stuff about 2 weeks. All this kind of going on. You're always up there. So now somebody has issued a challenge to John Gray. And the challenge is this. The challenge is, well, first of all, it's a guy. I'm going to tell you the guy name. His name is Pastor Johnson, but his first name is some J word. I ain't quite wrapped it around my tongue yet, so I can't say it. But I'm going to let you see the challenge that he issued for John Gray, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Well, God bless you. This is Pastor Jomo. I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Easter. To all those who love, worship, and adore the Lord Jesus Christ, He is risen. Praise the Lord. Amen. Well, again, God bless. I'm so thankful to be able to be here another Easter just to worship the Lord and to be saved and to know how much He loves all of us. It's just an amazing, humbling thought. I wanted to share something, but I wanted to do it in the form of a challenge. I believe that Easter Sunday is the perfect time to challenge us as Christians. Many of us are coming off of Lent. We're coming off of sacrifice. And I believe now is really a time, especially for American Christians, to embrace this unique challenge. Are you ready for it? It's called #the Jesus Challenge. Again, #the Jesus Challenge. All right? This challenge calls us to live minimally for the next year. Again, Jesus says, if you want to find your life, lose your life. Jesus told the rich young ruler, sell all you have, give it to the poor, then you'll have riches in heaven. We want to be able to follow Jesus in this lifestyle of minimalism, that we might be able to give more to Him, more of our hearts, more of ourselves, and also more to others. So the Jesus Challenge starts May 1st. And what it is you can choose to give up, sacrifice one of your possessions for a week, for a month, for a year, or even if you want to go to the extreme every day. Again, you can sacrifice one of your major possessions for a week, for a month, for a year, or even you can give up possessions for a day. I embraced minimalism in 2017. I downsized. I sold my car, got rid of many of my clothing. I sought to follow Jesus wherever He led, and it really just led to this really extraordinary experience with Him and in relationships with others. And so the first person that I want to challenge is the pastor of Relentless Church in South Carolina, John Gray. I challenge you to be willing to give up one of your possessions, one possession each week, or one possession each month, or if you want to go to the extreme, one possession each day. We want to detach from all the materialism that kind of takes our focus away from Jesus and begin to give more liberally. So again, the challenge is to give up a possession. Give up your possessions once per week, once per month, once per day, and to be able to give it and sacrifice it for the good of others. This is the Jesus Challenge. So please tag your pastor, your church members, church friends, other brothers and sisters around the world starting May 1st. You also can go to the link because we're going to be offering a weekly class, a daily video devotion, and also a book on minimalism that I think will help and benefit Christians. So God bless you. Again, #the Jesus Challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be, and I'm very careful at what I say. Let me say the nice stuff first. The nice stuff is, I think that it's a good idea for Christians, especially in this 2019 church, for us to really be mindful of, financially mindful, not just on a personal level, but even as it relates to the church, particularly those of you that are like in the position of Baby Jakes, where you are pastoring a mega church. I think it is very important for you to be aware of that people are looking at you and they're looking at how you're spending and how you're living, and how sometimes that could really raise a question mark over the whole Jesus Christian church type of going on. So let me say that's what I got out of this other pastor's challenge. Now, this is the problem that I have as relates to this challenge. It seems to me that a lot of people embrace minimalism who are not. Now, this is just me. I don't know everything. But it's easy to embrace minimalism when you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. And I know you ain't got that because you flush it after you wipe. You flush it, so you ain't got shit. So the thing is, it's real easy for you to embrace that. Especially when you got no woman in your life, and I can look at him, mute his video and play his video while I just have a conversation about him. You can't have no girl in your life because I tell you, women are like security. And I also would like to think that you probably ain't got no woman in your life because the way you got this thing tied right on top of your head, it look like a scarf. What is that? Oh, that's a baseball cap turned the backwards way. And his lips are unkissable. You are unfruckable. You unfruckable. There ain't nobody gonna kiss you with brick lips. Them lips is brick. What? And you trying to issue, before you issue this to Pastor John Gray, and before you tell him go sell everything, I want you to get some Vaseline and you get some car mats and you go and get you some Burt's Bees and you smear that on your lips before you can talk to us about minimalism, because I don't care what you say. Jesus does not want our lips to look like that. Now get off my screen. You got me licking my lips for no reason. I'm just licking my lip, licking my lip, licking my lip. Because I feel like something is wrong with them. Lord have mercy. I think Baby Jake shouldn't say nothing about no Lamborghini and then turn around and ask for some money for a roof. A whole lot of stuff I don't agree with, but heck, y'all know I like him. And on this one, leave Pastor John Gray alone. I still think he lying. I'm thinking no such thing, no emotional affair, but you at the hotel. You can have an emotional affair over the phone. Why you got to come to the hotel? To the hotel? It's telling. I still think that he need to put some more substance in his preaching and quit this whole brokenness thing and all of that. I still think that he need armor bearers on the left and the right of him before he topple over. Cause them skinny legs. But I'm on his side. Minimalism. You ain't said nothing about selling no house. You said a car. You ain't got shit. So you shouldn't be saying nothing and telling somebody else they need a minimum. Like, no. Didn't you hear when Jesus came to the rich ruler, that thing was hard. It tore his heart up. He said, I got a whole lot of stuff, Jesus. You want me to sell everything? Lord have mercy. Okay, so that's all I got to say about him. Oh, look, we got to talk about the alleged lesbian lover of Whitney Houston who's writing a tell-all book. But before I go to that, I got to run these commercials. There's a new commercial for your free prophecy, and they have souped up the callers on the line. So either you can call or go to bishopjordan.com. You're going to see that video. Then those of you that need to get healed of your stuff, but you don't want to use this medicine, you want to find a modern-day Dr. CB. Well, that is Bishop Womack. Shama Womack. That name sound powerful. It sounds like he can heal everybody, everything. Shama Womack. And then also, there is going to be a concert here in Atlanta, and I'm probably going to go. John P. Key, Travis Malloy, who write my intro and my outro. LarryReidLive. Nah, absolutely, that was him that did that. Also, One More Chance Girl gonna be there, and one of my most favorite choirs, aside from Ricky Dillon them and James Hall and them, is Kevin Lemons. Absolutely love their choir. I'm probably gonna be going to this. I sense in my spiritualizations, Larry's going. I got to call them, make sure they have a seat for me and my guests, because I ain't got no seat, I don't go. And I need a ticket that I ain't got to pay for. How about that? If it ain't none of that, I'll just watch whoever going to stream. You know, that's just how it is. Y'all call me what you want to call me. Oh, well, you don't understand this world and that I'm in. You don't let niggas punk what you do. And so if y'all can pay somebody to come, I need to be on the front row beside whoever can be on whoever. And then I come. Yeah. I ain't paying for no ticket neither. So I know y'all probably killing me in the comments, but I don't even care. If I ain't got no seat, man, I go. Somebody asked me to come to go see something. I said, where am I see that? Well, you just got, I said, no, I won't be coming to that. Well, let me go find you. See, you sure better. Because if I go and turn my phone on At any given minute. That's all these people going to be looking and saying what you're doing. That's free advertisement. No. When I go places, I'm paid to go appearance fee. But anyway, so you can see that video. And then also, I'm going to be with Leandra Johnson for a night of lyrics and laughter in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Duke Energy Center. And you need to go ahead and get your tickets right now. And so I'll play all those videos, and I said it one by one, so that you know how to play them. Don't go asking me no other question. Play them in the order, and I come right back, and we're going to talk about this alleged lesbian affair and the tell-all book that she's talking about. And then I got to tell you about somebody, I'm going to tell you, the LBGT community got some work to do, and the black community got some work to do, because there's a little boy that done killed himself because people were calling him gay at 15 years old. I'm going to tell y'all about that story as well. And also talk about Dwayne Wade's son, because him and Gabrielle together, and his son supposedly done came out 11 years old. We'll talk about that too. Then I'm going to tell you guys about what Jamal Harrison Bryant is doing. Talk about that viral couple as well. We had to have another break in there because I got to tell y'all about what happened between the Clark sisters and Kanye. And I got some more information. It is the Clark sisters and Kanye. Something happened between them. Yes, Nancy, can you just do the production of the show, not ask me questions? It's about to be the commercial break. But I ain't rambling. I know what I'm doing. I'm giving you time to sort it up. Sort it up right and then sequence. And I ain't even listening to you. Kendall, look. Look over here. You know what that means? Goodbye, hang up. I don't talk no more. I won't hear nothing else you got to say. I don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. All right, after this, I'm going to come right back. I'm going to have to do another break for Run My Life Guide and Smile before the end of the show, because I got to have a little break in anyway. There's a whole lot of talking. I got to tell y'all. Remind me to tell them, Nancy, about what Jackie did with some money. Remind me that. All right. Be right back.
Are you in need of direction for a decision you have to make? Maybe you're curious about the future. If that's you, the founders of Zoe Ministries and the Company of Prophets are offering you free prophecy. Call 888-831-0434. Don't wait. Call 888-831-0434. Do it today. Want to become a wellness coach or holistic health counselor? Get certified with Dr. Womack. As a master herbalist with over 30 years of experience, your learning and your training will be extensive. Go to bishopwomack.com, click services, and go to the wellness portal and begin healing yourself and others today.
Get ready to show up as Shaw Temple AME Zion Music Ministry presents a special Mother's Day concert with Pastor John P. King. Featuring Travis Malloy.
We serve a mighty God. We serve a holy
And Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling. Special performances by the Shaw Temple AME Zion Church Mass Choir and Chosen. Saturday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. $50 VIP tickets can be purchased on Eventbrite. Hosted by Lillian Lloyd and Lamont McCoy. A special Mother's Day concert with Pastor John P. Key, May 11th at Shaw Temple AME Zion, 775 Hurt Road, Southwest Smyrna, Georgia.
Community Outreach presents Lyrics and Laughter, Friday, June 7th at 7 p.m., featuring Leandria Johnson. Larry Reid of LarryReidLive, artist and comedic commentator. And the Spiritual Sounds Gospel Shout Band, located at the Duke Energy Center, 2 East South Street in Raleigh, North Carolina. Tickets are $30 in advance and $40 at the door. For more information, log on to mtyronewilliams.com.
Okay. I did. Okay, I'm sorry. You supposed to do the lyrics and laughter. Oh, you done me and Leandra? Oh, I missed that one. I was down there doing something else in the comments. All right, we back. Okay. Take a deep breath through your nose, almost like a meditation. Out your mouth. Relax your feet. Through your nose. Out your mouth. Relax your knees now. You can bring it up. You start relaxing from the bottom to the top. Each breath. I'm for real though. You know, this is meditation. You lay on your back, your face, sit and shit, however you feel comfortable doing, and just relax that to get all that stuff out of there. Okay, bring them over. Excuse me. Take them off the screen, Nancy. Take them all. Take them off the screen. I can't. Ooh. I got to get prepared. The lesbians, they make my tongue. I pick up that spirit when you brought them over. Hold on, let me pray first. Lord, when Jesus' name, when I bring the lesbians over, I'm going to ask that you will help me not to pick up that spirit of licking and splitting. It's in y'all name I pray right now on this day, man. Bring them over. I'm ready now. I can take it. All right. So, there is a book that is about to be released. And to my left here, probably like y'all right, I don't know what it is. But anyway, that's the Whitney Houston. Well, you know, Bobby said that she had a lesbian lover. That's what it said. And that relationship was so strong that eventually had to get them away from each other because they really in love and all that kind of going on. Her name is Robin Crawford. Well, Robin Crawford in November. And I'm going to give y'all the pre-order link. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to read it. It's called A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston, Robin Crawford. Now, if we ain't never know that, we know now. Show some more pictures of them throughout the years, as I say, talk about them. Now, allegedly, this is Whitney's lover. Allegedly. But Bobby said that this is her show enough lesbian lover. Now, let me tell you, mix it with some of what I know. Since this is coming out like this, I can tell you what I know. I was preaching for this lady all the time out of Jersey. And Whitney would be at the gay club, because the woman, she's an ex-gay, would be at the gay club with Robin all the time in the late 80s and early 90s. Now that is my contribution to this alleged lesbian affair. Well, you know, the girl done went and got married and she got her white wife. So it was known that she was a lesbian, but they did not know concerning Whitney. Well, Whitney was not a lesbian 24/7. She was what you call let's just say, how would we put it? A hetero lesbian. I don't know how I can merge that together. A hetero lesbian. Yeah. Because she like peen, but she'll play puss games. There you go. Like a little peen every now and then play puss games. Like a little peen every now and then play puss games. That's what Whitney would do. First part of that song is all rights go to Kaya. Like a little peen every now and then play puss games. I'm going to tell you something about women. Women will get with other women, some women. Now, some women is actually lesbians. I mean, like dudes, wear strap-on 24/7, that kind, and take care of the family, a dude. But then there's the lesbians that they be in a lesbian relationship, but they really ain't no lesbians. They really ain't. They ain't. They don't like to be ate out by a woman, or they don't eat out, or they don't like the plastic toys or the rubber silicone toys or nothing. They might will go with the fingering, and the kissing heavy and land. They're more into being together all the time and the emotional tie. So when you see a woman with another woman, one of them might be a lesbianist, but the other may not be. And it might be lesbianist for a while, for a little piece of time. Because really they like a little dick every now and then, play puss games. Yeah. Say it again now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say dick. I'm sorry. Can we move that out? We can't. Like a little pee. Every now and then play puss games. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I hope nobody is offended because we try not to say too many offensive words on the show, but this is entertainment, so I can get away with it, but I just try not to say them kind of words. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So, who's reading the book? If you're reading the book, give me a thumbs up. You're going to read the book. I'm going to read this here book. This is the book, A Psalm for You, My Life with Whitney Houston by Robin Crawford. I want to see thumbs up. And whoever going to do that, let me see the thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm going to be watching this. I don't care what y'all saying. LarryReid's going to be, not watching it. It's going to be reading this book. I sure am. All right, so since we're talking about the world of the LBGT, this here is bothersome. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, I think I'm going to try to read this article. I don't like reading when I'm doing this kind of stuff. I like to read ahead time. But I'm going to read because I want y'all to really. This guy's name is Nigel Shelby, 15-year-old. He dies by suicide after anti-gay bullying happened. Now, I got this from out.com. Somebody sent this to me. Very heartbreaking. He was a 15-year-old freshman. Now, that's already hard. When you're going over there to the high school and you're 14, 15 years old, that's already hard because everybody's punking your number during one. And clearly, this boy was out and proud because, the rainbow flag that he got on his chest and all that kind of going on. At Huntsville High School in Rocket City. This is terrible. Nigel took his life because he was bullied for being gay. There are no words that can be said to make sense of this devastating news. In the message, organizer says that the group will collect donations at the Drag Brunch Sunday and their drag queen. Okay, so this is like the LBG community. They're coming together trying to raise $10,000. And they actually have already raised $14,000. And this is an article that is a few days old, so I'm pretty sure they done raised a whole lot more money than that. And his school principal has actually wrote a statement. He was with the 9th grade students, so they're actually going to be doing things at that school to combat bullying. Let me say this. When my children moved here and started going, what's the name of their school, Nancy? Sutton Middle School. Now, my daughter is at one campus. The other, it's one school, but they got the campus that broke up because they got so many children. Do you know, and also my papa's son, which is my best friend's son, have been dealing with bullying. They created a whole IG and put pictures of my children, and Josh included, and talking about these the ugliest people at school, and people just they put on Instagram and on Snapchat and bullying. Bullying is psychological warfare, and for a child, they almost always lose and start feeling bad with themselves, and it's children doing it to each other. Now, many years ago, I done a song called Victory Chant. In that song, Victory Chant, of course, I talked about my molestation, but I also talked about religious condemnation and bullying. In the video, I showed bullying happening on the playground. You can Google it. Just type in Larry D. Reid, the Victory Chant. It's an old video I done. In that same video, we're getting up out the grid because all these things are ills and cause death in society. And bullying is one of those things that usually at the hem of the suicide. And so this thing really bothers me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all the truth. I did do a little piece of bullying when I was a little boy. But then I switched that thing and I became the friends of the not so popular. So if they were handicapped, if they ate by themselves, because I was always in the mix, I was one of the popular ones. So I will make friends with whoever the underdog is, whether they white, black, gay, it don't make no difference. I will make female or male, I would make friends with them. I remember this girl Tabitha, that's how we got close, because there was a group of white girls, beautiful white girls, that always attacked her, but she was beautiful too, but they made her feel like she wasn't. And so what I did, and they was wait for her, I'm like, come on, girl, I got you. I'm like, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? And there was other guy, he was known for bullying, so he thought he was gonna bully me. He just had the wrong ones, a whole group of them. And we had what we were growing up in our family called a nigger beater. So y'all think I sit in this chair and just make up my personality? This is me. And we had a nigger beater. My ex-girlfriend and ex-wife would tell you I had a nigger beater. I'm gonna tell you what a nigger beater is. A nigger beater is part of an iron board. You know them kinds you set up, them tall ones, and that little bar at the bottom is one of the bars off the back of the iron board, and you take it and you fill it up either with rocks or concrete, and then you black tape it on the ends. You make it that much thick black tape around it. That we call it a nigger beater. And this boy talking about they're gonna jump me. I said, okay, now all y'all are not leaving here walking. That's just not gonna happen. I don't care who you. And when I started ping yon 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 ping yon 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 ping yon 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 upside a few heads, that was it. We became friends until I graduated. Because I'm gonna tell you something. And all you out there that's getting bullied, and even y'all adults that are getting bullied, let me tell y'all something. Get you a nigger beater. The worst you can have is what's an assault charge. That's the only thing it comes with assault with a deadly weapon. I don't think it does. So just mind this little misdemeanor. Do what you got to do to get your return spent. And if it's a group of them, you got to be smart. And you got a group of folk up there at the school that don't like you, you make sure that you don't try to fight the whole crowd, because you might end up with no teeth. But you get you one of them by yourself, beat them, and let them go run, tell that. And they tell everybody. This is actually an apostolic and prophetic strategy that I'm giving you. You pick 1/10 of them off, drag them down there, and beat them in the top of their head. That's what you do. After that, you just have to beat about 2 people up. And see, when you in middle school, you got to beat somebody up there. Then you go to high school, beat somebody up there. And that thing will take you all the way to your graduation day. You walk across that stage with all your teeth and with all of your dignity. You walk across that stage with a good reputation, knowing that he's smart, but he will whip your tail. This is what you have to do. I wish somebody had told this young man, I mean, this is horrendous. So I want everybody that's listening to me, especially the LBGT, the young children that get beat up calls you gay. Get you a nigger beater. And I don't care if they're white. Beat them. Because a nigger beater sees no color. Beat them. Beat them. I ain't even going to tell you to tell the authority, because what we did, we told the woman that Josh was getting bullied by this, that we told her they're getting bullied. Sometimes the teacher say something, well, they need to report it to us. That's why they're getting bullied, because, Lord, they don't want to be a snitch. So this is what we said to Josh. We said, Josh, we had put you in karate school for a reason. His parents did. So the next time, and this guy way bigger than Josh, the next time he come up and bother you, we're pissed. One day we got a call. Ask me what happened. Josh whipped his ass. And since then, he had no problem. I'm tell y'all. And parents, if your children come tell you that they're getting bullied, take it serious. And take your hips up out there to that school and see what you can do, and do all that you can do to make sure that this here is not happening, to where you have to bury your 15-year-old because of bullying that has happened online and at school. This is a pure shame. Horrible. And I told my daughter, because they were getting bullied too. But sometimes kids won't talk to you. But anyway, I don't want to get serious. But the other thing that came up, because he's 15, so, and I think probably around the age, Well, see, the question I would ask online, how you know if, when I'm thinking, probably about 15, you pretty sure about what's going on in your body and what you like. But once y'all think about 11 years old, this picture was put up by Dwayne Wade and his wife, Gabrielle Union. He's 11 years old. Hold on, is that their son? That's Dwayne's son. Oh, Dwayne's son with another person. Okay. So, I'm saying we support each other with pride. So he's 11 years old and he's saying that he is gay. Now, y'all help me with this now. See if you can put that picture beside me. I ain't talking about him no more. Y'all help me with this now because I just want to know, and you tell me what you think. Do you think that at 11 years old, a child knows that they are gay or not? Now, I'm going back in my mind, and then during them years, I was getting molested still. So, I don't even know. I don't know. I think it maybe it's depending on the individual. But for me, 11 is, especially in the, I don't know. Do you think that a child knows at 11 years old? 14, 15, different. But at 11 years old, because you practically still 9, you think they know? Nancy, what you think? No, curiosity start about around, it's that curiosity, and like, well, curiosity does start around about 11, 12. That's true. But you don't start to actually start having sex and, trying to really, really do some stuff right 14 to 15 years old. I know around them ages, you're going to know what's up. You know what's going on with you. But I don't know if 11 across the board is old enough to know. Maybe one of the callers will call in that work in that world and they can give us some statistics and some numbers. I do know that that's still in the formidable years, ain't it? The formative years. 8 and 11, it still is. I don't know about that. We'll come back to that. Let's go ahead to the next topic. Now, this is very interesting. This interests me. I posted this online. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, and this is their name, Keith and Tomika. Keith and Tomika were recently married. Tomika is a neurosurgeon. She's making over $400,000 a year. And Keith is a manager at Finish Line, and he earns about $44,000 a year. Both of them have great careers, depending on where they live. One of them salaries could not be so great. But anyway, so this is the question. Oh, let me read it to you. I put this online, and everybody went in on this, thousands of comments. After the wedding that she paid for the wedding, Keith moves into Tomika's house. She buys him a new Lexus to replace his old Honda Accord and even pays for a 2-week honeymoon in Jamaica. Keith loves Tomika with all of his heart and vice versa, and they are happy together. But all Tomika's friends say she is stupid. Since Keith is the man, is there a problem with the financial arrangement? If they're in love, does the money difference make them unequally yoked? Ladies, if you were Tomika, or gentlemen, if you were Keith, would you be okay with all of this? Tell me what you think. Okay, Nancy, you tell me what you think. Would you be okay? Who is calling my office line at this? No, that ain't office line. That is Zoe Ministries for a seed I sowed up. Let me tell you something. You give Bishop Jordan them a seed, or you give an offering or a tithe or whatever, they will call you until they get that prophecy in your ear. They do not want you to go without that darn prophecy. I mean, call you immediately, and then I said, can y'all come back tomorrow? They call him tomorrow an hour ahead of time. I said, look, I know God is speaking, but he can speak to me on my time. Can you call me tomorrow? But I love that. I love that. To try to give me a service for, 7 gold have I none, but such as I have, I give to you since you gave me your 7 gold. Okay, all right. So what y'all think? Nancy, what you think? How will you be able to be in a situation like this now?
Yeah, I mean, if I love her.
I don't know why I ain't asked you that. I know you would love to be taken care of. You don't want to do shit.
That ain't true.
Yes, it is. You let somebody, because Lou Dessa has spoiled you to death. And you will let a woman take care of you. I know you won't have no problem. You won't have no problem with that.
We would take care of each other.
Kendra, you say you're gonna take care of each other. Tell me how you're gonna take care of each other. You're making $44,000 a year. She's making $400,000 a year. What you gonna buy her?
Obviously, she went to school to be what she did.
Yeah, she went to school to be what she want to be.
And the gentleman did not go to school to be what he's being.
Hold on a minute. Just because you're a manager at no, you ain't right. Just because you're a manager at a shoe store does not mean you did not go to school, take a business management to get that job. $44,000 a year is not horrible.
He married up.
Yeah, he married up. Okay, Nancy said he'll be all right with that. He won't have no problem with that. I can't wait to get to the end of this show to find out what you guys think about this. Make sure you write this down. We'll come back to this. I want to know how the guys feel about this. Women, I already know y'all will take care of nigga. I know y'all will. Y'all will pay them bills long as he's doing what he's supposed to be doing and take care of you, make you happy. You don't even matter. Most women I know would. There are a few that I know would not. Like my ex, she wouldn't. But I know a few other women that won't. But most of the women I know, they would. They say, no, he got to have it until they fall in love. Like, I believe in his potential. Anyway. All right. Now let me tell you what happened over there at the New Birth Durations. And I'm so glad that things are going good over there. You know, I have been praising New Birth and praising Jamal Harrison Bryant. I had said some little shady and funny things, but heck, that's what I do on the show, and that's really what I thought when I said whatever I said. But this here, I have got to say, from the outside looking in, I do not know all of the red tape. This looked like something wonderful that he has done. Let me tell you what he did. What he did was this here. He and T.I. also Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop. I mean Scrap, excuse me, not Scrappy. Scrap DeLeon. Scrap from Love and Hip Hop got themselves together. That boy got some pretty hair. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. They got together to raise $40,000 to just go down there to the jailhouse here in Atlanta. You know, the Atlanta jail is horrendous, almost like a prison. To get some folk up out the jail. Non-violent. People that are locked up for stuff that probably got to do with drugs or whatever. And you know, Scrap just got out. He was locked up for 2 years almost because of some non-violent crime. Well, they got the monies together. They were trying to raise the money, but what ended up happening, it went from $40,000 to over $120,000. So they were able to let out of jail right before Easter. See, let's tell you what Jamal Harrison Bryant doing. What he doing is trying to make it, you know, because Jesus was in a jail. He was in a sepulcher, in a grave. But one Sunday morning, I don't know if any of this really happened. We really don't know if any of this stuff really happened, but it's just part of our faith. The stone, an angel came. It really sounds like Marvel. Don't it sound like Marvel or some kind of Steven Spielberg movie? It just sounds like Hollywood. But it don't make no difference. I don't care if it did not happen or it could all be a lie. It's still a part of my faith. An angel came and took a big old stone way over a ton and slit that thing away, and Jesus walked up out of that tomb. And that's what Jamal Harrison Bryant, Scrap, and T.I. wanted to do, get some niggas to walk up out of their tomb at the jailhouse, Atlanta jail, and that's exactly what happened. Praise be to God. They was able to let out of there 16 men and 7 women. How many did together? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 23 folk they let up out the jail. Ain't God good? I think this is a wonderful thing that the man did. Non-violent people to let back into our society. Hopefully they don't end up back in there in about 5 days. But they let them up out of there. They paid the monies. This in addition to, now this is big. Because Jamal Harrison Bryant and them at New Birth got a big old budget and they're millions of dollars in debt. And they need to be taking every piece of money they can to pay off some of this stuff and keep their 280 acres of land. But he took this and he really using the principle, the law of reciprocity. He already done gave some of the government workers. He gave some, I am itching. I think I'm going to throw these drawers away. They is too little. They got me hold up like that. It's like trying to push it in my stomach. No, I got to have some kind of hangage just so I can breathe. They gave the workers, didn't they give us some money? And they done some other stuff. They keep giving out money. And they need to be raising money to pay off the bills. But they're operating in the law of reciprocity. That means I give something and then God, so that's what they're doing. I think this is really good. This is just don't do nothing but show me that Jamal Harrison Bryant was the man for this job. He is really feeling Bishop Eddie Long, really fulfilling his role. Because Bishop Eddie Long, a lot of people don't know, he's done great, powerful things like this all the time in the community. And Jamal Harrison Bryant is the man for the job. Thank God it wasn't Eddie Long, which is the son of Bishop Eddie Long that I interviewed here on this show, that really showed his entire whole. All right? Okay, now, is that all I had to say about this? Seemed like there was something else important I had to say about this. I can't remember what it is. Oh, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I want to talk to you guys about what has happened between Kanye and the Clark sisters. And I got to share a little more piece. Since Denise shared a little piece of it, I can share this piece. Because a lot of paperwork was sent to me from the courthouse in Wayne County, in Detroit, and the other county. And so I want to talk to you guys about this. I'm going to open up the lines, and you tell me exactly what you want to say. You only have a few minutes to get in queue. You better go ahead and get in queue. Some have been waiting here a long time. They're going to be the first one. Go ahead and get in queue so that we can have the conversation. And if you are watching me, I want you to meet me in New York at the Prophetic College. Whether if you're a professional artist, whatever it is that you do that's in that prophetic arm in the world, also the bishops and prophets, those in the church, come on. Prophetic questions, you better walk up there to the mic and they're going to answer any question that you have. Also, if you're watching me, maybe you want to do what I'm doing, whether it is my label, whether it's what I do in gospel radio and gospel music, or what I'm doing here, how to get started, how to do that. You wanted to get some coaching, maybe some counseling from my years of training. Maybe you want that. So you can go to lifeofgodforyou.com and sign up. I'll walk hand in hand with you for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, however you want to do it. And we'll talk once a week on video chat. And I will help you get to wherever you want to get in your life. That's through lifeguide4u.com. And then I'm also going to play something concerning my single, Smile. Smile is full of positive energy. You need to just play that thing first thing in the morning so you wake up and get your mess together so you can get in the right frame of mind up there and first thing in the morning. All right, the lines are opening, 646-787-8174. I'm going to talk to you about what's going on between Kanye and the Clark sisters. Then the line's going to open, and I want to hear from you. I'll be right back.
Bishop Bernard Jordan and Bishop George Bloomer are assembling a host of prophets in New York, May 29th through the 30th. Register free today at mypropheticcollege.com. Come to collaborate and participate in this 2-day Q&A roundtable with some of the leading prophetic voices in the nation. Get your questions answered concerning the prophetic. Register free today at mypropheticcollege.com. That's mypropheticcollege.com. Life Guide. Service provides divine direction and insight for your life and future. Larry D. Reid specializes in spiritual guidance through prophecy, counsel, and dream interpretation. As he communicates with people, within minutes, Larry D. Reid begins to engage the spirit world, seeing and hearing things on their behalf that are vital, pertinent, and necessary for the success of their destiny. Having served thousands of people from all walks of life for over 20 years, Larry D. Reid has been and is the Life Guide. Book your appointment today.
Every day, everywhere.
Okay, Nancy telling me that somebody said in the comments that you reached out to me for some counseling or some coaching, and I didn't respond back to you. So this email, this just you. Hold on, I shouldn't even give it out like this. Okay, inbox me on social media and tell me who you are. Then I'm gonna tell you the email to email if you got missed. Because you guys, I get for my record label, I get emails. For lifeguideforyou.com, I get emails all the time. For LarryReidLive, consistent emails, zing, zing, zing. Right here, I can't tell you how many emails I done got. So sometimes, and it's just me, I don't have any. I hire Nancy for certain stuff, but I haven't gotten a staff together yet. Really, I just got to step out on faith and take it to the next level because, I had all that staff for the churches and for the school and stuff that I created. So that's why I really want to get with some of you guys that have some vision and some things you really want to do, because I can help you. Now, a lot of people, they try to help you and coach you, and they ain't really did nothing in their life. I generated millions of dollars every year, and I started with nothing, just me and my ex-wife and maybe 2 other people, and built that for 20 years. Now, and you saw me, those of you that follow me, I lost everything, turned right around, and I'm north of $10,000 a month again, just like that. And I know how to make it happen. I've always been able to take care, and some months I do 20. I've always been able to take nothing and create something. I can show you how to do it. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. So that's that there. All right. Let's talk about this here. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now, just when we were just having a great conversation concerning Kanye. Now, I know everybody does not agree with what he got going on. Kanye Sunday services, you go to IG, Kanye Sunday services, follow that. You get clips from what's going on over there. I told y'all about the boy from the Culture Church that was over there at Blake Church who now got a choir called The Samples, and they are really the ones that do all the music at the worship services they have going on at Bishop Kanye West and First Lady Kim Kardashian West Church. And they have it different places. They announce it whenever. They add it all over the world. There were so many thousands, I think tens of thousands of people that was there on that Sunday for Easter. Hold on, what I'm saying, that that man want everybody to give away something once a day, once a week, or once a month for a whole year, Easter to Easter. And he ain't took one day and put lip balm on. I just can't. But anyway. So, and my favorite color is black. My second favorite color is actually 2 colors, purple and royal blue. And so, I'm really liking this lavender. It's almost purple. So, he's selling them shirts and all that stuff from $75 to $250, which is really, really good. It's feel good, really free, flowing type going on over there in California's when they're doing the worship services. Bishop Kanye West. Now, he has been taking songs, church songs, Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin, because the guy that actually is working with him, the MD, he's from the church. And a lot of people are like, Kanye shouldn't be doing this. Well, when you read Kim Kardashian West's interview, she said that this whole Sunday service experience, along with his meds, has been very therapeutic for him. Now, he ain't no dummy. So, of course, this is also something I'm sure he's using. He's probably going to come out with a project. And somebody did tell me that he's going to actually do a project, and a lot of it's going to be something that gospel radio can play or Christians will listen to, because they do say that this is not a church, that there's no traditional sermon, no traditional praying, but they both said, and Kim Kardashian said, that what they are doing is definitely Christian. So I can't find a whole lot wrong with it. I don't think that they should certainly become what I'm used to seeing or feeling for the church to be when I go to a church or view an online church service, what I expect out of them, especially to have that quickening in there. I don't expect that out of them. This is a great alternative for people who would not come to our service because they get scared and start speaking in tongues and casting out demons, stuff like, okay, this is too darn much. I'm not coming back here. I can't take all this kind of going on. This is a good place for them to go, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Say Jesus' name, sing some gospel music, smoke some weed, drink a little Hennessy. Hey, ain't that what Smitty said the other day? And that other Baptist, John Westland, he said the same thing. I seen his clip. That's what the preachers is doing anyway. So you go there, and these folk know they ain't bit more walking in sanctification. DMX even said in his prayer, look, you tell us to do one thing in the biblication and one thing your spirit tell us to do, and then we do something else. God help us because we ain't right. So go on over there and enjoy yourself. If this was near, and I got to go to California for something. If I do, I'm going. I'm going to stay over on a Sunday. But hold on, I got to have an invite. Oh, I know I can get in contact with Steve. And I know the other boy, because they've been going. And I got some LRL followers who actually is a part of the choir. So I can get an invite. When I go to California, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And I'm going to come back and tell y'all what I experienced. If I can't videotape nothing, I'm going to tell y'all about what happened when I went. Well, anyway, he was singing, you brought the sunshine in my life throughout the lifeline. You brought the sunshine. You don't know like the Clark Sisters. That's like one of their main hits. It's going to always be one of their hits. Their biggest hit by the Clark Sisters. Now, of course, that's just 4 of them. There's a 5th one that is missing that we've been interviewing, Denise Clark Bradford, who is actually on that track. You know, Jay-Z, everybody always sampling their stuff because all these boys that come up out the church. So they mammies were listening to whoever was out. That would be Edwin Hawkins. That would be the Love Alive Choir, the Clark Sisters, Shirley Caesar. That's who all of them was out like there. The Barrett Sisters, James Cleveland. All of them was right in that area. The Clark Sisters came like middle way of that era, Winans and all that. So they know them folk, they songs. And so they put it into their stuff, but they trying to get back to their spiritual roots. Queen Latifah, she booked them. She cry over their music stuff. And what's the other girl name? With the big eyes and big old whole lot of chest meat. Sherry Shepherd. She loved the Clark Sisters too. So they're over there just celebrating. But then the Clark Sisters own the legendary Clark Sisters IG. Now they two. The one that was recently made says the space legendary Clark Sisters. Then the other says the legendary Clark Sisters. On that one, which is the official one, you see them interacting on that one. They tweeted and said, "Oh, thank you so much, Kanye West, for singing our song. We own the rights." I seen that. I said, we all know that's y'all's song, and we know that's. So why y'all say it like that? Then Twinkie retweeted, which we know is Larry, retweeted and said the same thing. We own the rights. Now wait a minute. So Bossip seen that, got hold of it, and kind of, this is what they saying. Allegedly. Allegedly. What you talking about? Am I sure it's Larry? Yes, I'm sure. Well, I know it was Larry. Larry controls Twinkie's social media. He was controlling it. I know that for a surety. He said it out his own mouth on Facebook and IG and Twitter. He was controlling it. Now, he may not be doing it no more, but he was. Now, don't be reading them comments trying to check me over here. Okay. But anyway, and so allegedly, this is allegedly. You got allegedly down there? Because it got the cover me. I ain't got no time to fool up with no Bishop Sheard wearing me to death. Kanye was supposed to reach out to Twinkie. I think that's what's done on her publishing company. Because Twinkie has, the writing credits, and she also published a lot of the stuff. So he was supposed to reach out to her to get a permission or clearance rather to perform it, and then he would have to get some general performing rights licensing to perform it at the venue, or during the Coachella, because it was part of the promotion for that, and he didn't do it. Now this can go one or two different ways, and let me tell you why I say one of two different. Number one, it can just be nothing, because he's promoting the Clark Sisters. This is going to do nothing but drum up their sales and their curiosity. Maybe they won't say anything. Or because Twinkie got that big payout, she just got a big payout. I want to say that the payout was almost $250,000 from Jay-Z from using her song. Was it Higher? Higher, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you do know now, as of March, Jacqueline Cullum. That's her last name. They want to make sure I say it like that because her stage name is Clark Chisholm, but it's Cullum Chisholm. Is now conservator, if I'm not mistaken, over Twinkie's stuff because the niece couldn't speak up. You know, the judge is tripping and da. With that being said, Jackie might step on in there on Twinkie's behalf and be like, hold, wait up. We just got this $200,000 not too long, almost $200,000 not too long ago, just a few months ago. Because she just got that check because she just sent Denise her part this year. And Jackie might be like, that's more money. And let me tell you why I say that, because I found out. I ain't going to show the paperwork, but just know I seen it. I found out. You remember when Denise kept saying, you should have had Denise picture up here. Remember when Denise kept speculating about Montees? She said the Montees that Jackie, all this alleged, I'm saying allegedly, that Jackie was doing something with that money trying to get control of her. Because they can remember her mama, the judge asked her, said, who's going to be conservator? You know, and then she said she made her mama say something or give an address or something in the face of the judge for Jackie to get control of everything. Now, Jackie is the oldest daughter, and I am very sure that Maddie Moss depended upon Jackie, like I've heard Dodo say, that the whole family come to Jackie when it comes to certain stuff because she's a registered nurse. Now, part of that is a complete lie. We find out because she ain't no registered nurse, but that's what Karen and Dodo and them will say in all their interviews, and I've watched all the interviews that I could get my hands on of them saying that she was actually, now Kendall, you know you can't put that up there with that little piece of LarryReid sticking up there. Okay, well, you can't put it there. Denise just won't be able to be up there. And so that's what Denise has said. Well, I got hold of the records, some receipts, and money move as relates to Maddie Moss estate. Ask me how much money Maddie Moss had when Jackie, near the end of her death, took over everything. You right. That's right. I heard you. She had $250,000. Liquid, from what I understand. Does not count over, there's liquid. Now, and that's like in 90, when she died, 94, so this is probably around 90. That's what Maddie Moss had. Because Maddie Moss had all them projects. Now, ask me how much money Maddie Moss had, and it won't even blink your eye. It was down to $16,000. And as I began to continue to look through the thing, I began to see all. I said, now, wait a minute. This is just what Denise was saying. Denise said she was concerned about how the money, what is going on with this particular money. Kanye, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to call Jason White, who's your MD over your mess, and tell him that I said that he need to call Jackie right now and get on her good side so she don't do nothing, so you ain't got to cut them no check. But y'all can easily probably cut $1 million check or $500,000 check and not feel nothing. And but I'm just saying, because this could become something. If this article is true by Gossip.com, if it is true, this could become a problem only because of what is happening within the sisters concerning Twinkie's estate and concerning the music. According to what Denise is telling us, this could be a darn issue. Lord have mercy. All right, it's time to open up the lines. So what now? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about that. How you know I was going to talk about that? Y'all see how Kanye was very emotional. They were talking about how when the singing was going on, how there was a moment where Kanye sort of detached himself from the experience and really got on his knees and began to pray and began to cry and began to worship. They said the one time he was face down in the grass. His wife must have been telling the truth that this experience is very therapeutic for him. Y'all know how gospel music is. Gospel music make you feel that thing. It just connects you. And that's probably what is happening. Along with the meds, the Prozac, Depakote, lithium, all that stuff he's taking, it is helping him. We ain't heard him had no outbursts or nothing lately. I told you I ain't got no problem with this. We know he crazy, but he ain't all crazy. And I think this is a great thing. All right. Open up the lines. The number 646-787-8174. That is 646-787-8174. I want to take at least 20. Hold on. 10. I don't know. But if you keep it 1 minute, I'll better go back to back. So 1 minute, tell me your name, where you're calling from, then tell me which topics you want to sound off on so we can move pretty quick. Let's go. Caller ended in 6951. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Larry, it's Conrad. God bless you. How you doing?
Hi, Conrad. I'm doing good.
Good. Man, I think the most important thing out of all the things that you talked about was that young boy who ended up killing himself.
Mm-hmm.
And, one of the things that you mentioned was the fact that they had a GoFundMe or some type of resource that they were developing to be able to help the family.
Mm-hmm.
And if somewhere in your links, if you could make that available to the listeners, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Because, God loves all of us. And if we only take care of people that look like us and talk like us and walk like us, that means you just love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to share our love with people that need it. And his family must be hurting so much. So if you can make that resource available, that would be great. As far as Kanye West goes, God bless him. Maybe God is touching him and helping him. The only thing I have to say is that if I were in a situation, let's say, where you think I'm running a KKK meeting, right? And I go, I'm not running a KKK meeting. You're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then at a meeting that I'm at with white people, I got some socks that say KKK socks.
Mm-hmm.
That would look crazy, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That man got socks over there that says, I ain't running no church. This ain't no church. That's crazy. And then he got a thing called church socks, selling them for $50, selling sweatshirts that say Holy Spirit and Jesus and selling them for $225. And that's cool with y'all. If y'all want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. But also seeing that besides the entertainment that he's offering, he's also selling stuff with the name of our Savior on it for outrageous amounts of money, which doesn't necessarily make everything seem so sincere.
Well, you know,
me,
some
in my opinion,
right. Some people,
my opinion,
right. Some people will feel this very same way. When you look at TBN or the Word Network, for your offering, for your donation, you get oil, you get pens, you get Bibles.
People can choose to do that if they want or not. And I mean, people have opinions about that stuff too. I don't go buying those shawls that guy says you need a prayer shawl for $350 and hide yourself in that shawl. I feel the same way about that.
Okay.
I don't feel that way just because it's Kanye.
Right.
But God bless him and God bless everybody that's trying to do good out there. And please don't talk about the Clark sisters no more. Please. Please. Do you read the comments? People are begging you. Please stop talking about the Clark sisters.
Well,
you set me up. You talked about Baby Jakes and everybody, and then you had to hit me with the Clark sisters. You know how hard it was for me to stay awake?
Well, you know,
that was messed up.
As long as information keep coming about Baby Jakes and about the Clark sisters, I'm going to continue to talk about it. When they get to that topic.
Yeah, Baby Jakes, please. He needs to have an eating challenge. That's what he's a challenge.
Thanks so much for calling in, Conrad.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, next caller. Let's go. You moving. Caller ending in 5601. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello, caller 5601. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is Edward here in Dallas.
Hey, Edward. How you doing?
Pretty good, brother. I just have a question regarding the whole clock system scenario. The one thing I haven't heard you talk about or anyone else talk about is Bishop Shear's role in the whole family, because I know he plays an intricate part of that. I know, I think at one time he was the manager or still the Clark Sisters manager. And so I haven't heard that aspect of it, because I'm like, this whole situation with Denise, I'm just like, man, you know, where is the leadership in this? I just want to get your opinion on that, and I'll jump off the line here.
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. So I'm gonna tell you about it. I made mention of it. You may have missed it. What ended up happening is you shut him off, didn't you? What ended up happening was allegedly, put that up there now. Allegedly, Bishop Shear was called into the office of Bishop Charles Blake, and he said to him, because it looks as though that Shear is going to get it as opposed to, is it McKinney? I heard somebody, I'm not into culture stuff, so if I say the name wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm not culture at all. And so he said to him, listen, one of the things that is in the media right now is this whole issue concerning the Clark sisters. That's your family. That's your sister's family. You need to find a way to resolve this, get this out the media, or get it resolved, because you are a bishop, and a bishop supposed to be able to rule his house well. And there's some things, I think that whole setup is probably one of the reasons why you see now his son and Kiki really working in the church a lot as ministers in the music department, because a bishop, if you're going to be up for that kind of seat, you got to have everything on lock. And I think this is something that they probably won't keep him from that position, but it's something that is on their radar because it's getting so much heat. And now they're finding out that Denise, not only have she's been alienated, but she also was pregnant by one of the Kojic bishops. Her mom is one that goes down in Kojic history. This is not looking good. And so that's all I know concerning it. One of the Clarks will have to call in, or I have to get some more information on it. Thank you for asking that question. All right, next caller. Caller ended in 4921. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Larry.
Hey there.
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Hey.
And first of all, when I listened to you live from last night, I'm your caller that was asleep.
Oh, it was you.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I could not believe it. I let my coworkers hear, they was laughing. I was like, oh, it was so funny. I couldn't even be embarrassed. That was funny.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, you will get some good
and the
sleep.
reason why I was asleep, I was hanging out with Dewey with that Henny.
And it'll put you right to sleep.
Yeah, that Henny had me. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry, but tonight I'm calling in about Kanye.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with what Kanye is doing. And Conrad, I love Conrad, but sometimes, he can go off on the deep end at the end. Because he started okay, but then at the end, I don't like what he said about the T-shirt and whatever Kanye was selling. That ain't no different than Peter Popoff going over there to Israel, he claimed, and getting some holy water and selling it for $10 to $15. That's no difference.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And the other ministries, like you told him, that is no different. And who's to say that how God, we don't know how God do things. He said that he that winneth souls is wise.
Wise, yeah.
So who can say?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. And that clip that you showed with DMX praying, I'm telling you, Larry, that was the powerfulest prayer and heartfelt prayer that I have heard in a long time.
Wow, that's interesting.
And the reason why Kanye was probably on his knees crying and weeping was whoever playing that Hammond in the background.
Yes, sir. They're a church musician all day long.
Ooh, Larry, I kept rewinding. That Hammond had me today.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna get off the phone so you get some more.
There is a certain kind of feel. There's a certain feel. There's an energy or anointing or power that's in gospel music, and when you do it right, you ain't got to be saying the name of Jesus. It's just, I think it's even our chords and the way that we do and our vocal inflections and how there's nothing like gospel music. Period.
You're right, and like you said, it give you that thing.
It give that thing.
It give you that thing what you were talking about today. I'm telling you. It give you that, Larry. It'll bring a lame dog in the church.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Definitely.
I'm telling you, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And anybody that do, that's their opinion. But as for me, let them do it. It's better than some of this stuff that you reporting.
Yeah. What you talking about? Yes, sir.
If they can throw around peen and puss the way they throw it around.
Puss, volunteer vagina, community peen. It's a pure shame in the house of the Most High. Thanks so much for calling in.
Right. Have a good night.
All right, you too. All right. Well, at least we know who was snoring. Caller in 4318. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Larry. This is Debbie from Norfolk again.
Hey there.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. I want to tell you, you were talking about Roxy Kravitz. That's Leonard Kravitz's mother.
Yeah.
She is dead. She passed away a long time ago. She had breast cancer, and she lost the battle of breast cancer. Yeah.
Man, so who is alive? Who got the body? When this shit, is everybody on the cast dead?
I don't know about the second Lionel, but I know the first Lionel passed away, and from all in the family, the only two that are still alive are Michael, the one who played Michael, and his wife Gloria. Stivic, they're still alive, but the actress that played Edith, she passed away about 3 years ago. She was 90 years old, and Carol O'Connor passed away maybe about a decade or so before her. So yeah, everybody. I don't know about the white guy that played Roxy's husband. I don't know about him, and I don't know about the guy that was the Englishman. But everybody else, yeah, and the daughter. But everybody else, yeah, they're pretty much gone on to their reward or their punishment, whichever one. Prayerfully is their reward. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And the other thing about bullying, we got to do more to fight against that. I've shared that I'm a teacher, and I have a no bullying policy. And I had a kid that was a bully in my class, and one day I made him move his desk and sit it right next, because he was always bullying the children that were somewhere around him. So I made him put his desk right up next to mine. I told him, now bully the person that's sitting next to you. And, I don't have any patience for that. We will not be bullying in my class. And if you in somebody else's class and I see you bullying, I'm going to take care of that too.
I know that's right.
It just breaks my heart.
Well,
this child has filled the ground.
We need more teachers. I often say this, that especially church people, I'll try to tell them, the church has some of the most gifted people in there that are doing admin work, that teaching Sunday school, but their gifts are trapped in the four walls of the church, and it belongs on the outside. And on the outside of the four walls, they should go into these systems that need reform. We need more teachers like you that are like reformers, because there is a bullying problem in the school system, and it's teachers and principals who are not doing their job. This is the reason why A couple of my friends are actually becoming principals and addressing the issue, because here in Atlanta is really bad. I'm sure it's everywhere, but bullying's happened. So I'm so glad to hear that you're one of them kind of teachers that they ain't having it, because some of these teachers are too darn passive and trying to keep from getting beat up by some of the children their own self, to where they ain't trying to protect some of the other children from the bullies.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for calling in.
I have the title of the meanest teacher in the whole school, and I wear it proudly because I'm not taking up with any foolishness.
I know that's
You all
right.
have a blessed night.
You too. Thank you so much. Teachers are a gift. All right, next caller. Okay, caller, if you can hear my voice, I'm talking to you. I can't see what your last 4 numbers are. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello. This is Brian from Chicago.
What up, Brian?
I got a couple things. On the subject of Gabrielle Union and the little gay 11-year-old, I do think that at 11 he's aware of his attraction or what he might feel towards the same sex. I just think that people are always looking at it as a sexual thing, like, oh, I want to get fucked or something like that. And it may not be that. It could just be, I find this guy to be, something interesting about him, whatever, like that. Or just, this guy is cute, but not so far as like an adult, like I want to do this to him, I want to do that. On the subject of the Clark sisters, when you said that the estate started out at like $250,000, and by the time she died, it was like $16,000. What you must also remember is that those are the years when she got sick. She had the diabetes started really hitting her hard. She had a stroke. She got her leg amputated. So my thing is that equates to medical bills.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily know if Kojic was offering insurance. Who was covering her insurance. So, I would think that she would have to cover some of those costs.
Yeah.
Not to pick up for Jackie, because I feel like if someone wants to be in control of their finances or decide, that's not for you to go and, just usurp control and no, I'm going to run your money. I think Twinkie should be able to choose, but I don't want to just say that she's just a thief when there's a medical reason here. Like those medical bills had to be paid.
Okay.
Not saying that that's where that money went, but there was illness going on through that time, and medical bills had to be paid.
Okay.
And you having strokes, you getting your legs cut off, they want some money for that.
Okay.
So that's about it.
All right, I hear that. We have to consider that as well. Thanks so much for calling in.
All right.
All right, next caller. Caller ending in 0110. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hot.
The hell?
Hot damn in the morning. I can't believe I got through.
Yeah, you got through.
Let me tell you.
Where you calling from? What's your name?
Back. I'm calling from Georgia. I'm sorry to be dragging along. You long-winded too. But listen. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, I don't know about all these preachers or whatever, but that's just crazy. I'm looking at that picture that you had of a baby Chase. I was like, how can a man with no hair have dandruff all over his lapel and shoulders?
Oh, my God.
I was like, good deal.
Maybe he got beard dandruff. Maybe he got beard dandruff.
What if you had an all-you-can-eat buffet then? I mean, what the...
There might be some crackers.
The communion crackers, they better keep them out of there.
Some Ritz.
Lord have mercy. Oh, my God, I had so much shit on my mind, but when I saw that, it just kind of just flew out the window. I'm glad Denise Clark is coming through. I really do hope something good happens to her.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I can't even imagine what they would do. Because you was right, them shows back in the day was racist. I love looking at old shows just to see how far we've come as a society.
Yeah.
And the shit that they were saying, they could never get away with. And let me tell you something about Sherman Hemsley. He grew up with a friend from Philadelphia named
Okay.
Tojo.
Okay.
And Tojo opened up a speakeasy right now, allegedly, because that whole family is a mess, but allegedly, he was seen at his speakeasy twice or whatever. I've never seen him there. I just heard about it.
At where?
And I heard that him and Tojo at a Tojo speakeasy in Philadelphia.
What is that?
I'm originally from Speakeasy. It's like remember the Color Purple? Harpo had his cheap joint or whatever. It's something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
They sell corn liquor and stuff like that inside of there. Yeah. Yeah, Speakeasy.
Like
So yeah,
Black
that's
folk
that's what
pub.
we call them in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So like it was just seeing that, and that boy Conrad. Lord have mercy. I hope the Lord works in his life the way he needs to.
Oh,
I
good.
really, really do.
Oh,
That boy is something else.
Okay.
Something else. But you know something? One other thing. This is it. I love to see you fall out like Donna Mae McClurkin. It is so good to see you hit that fall out.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Sister Donnie, or whatever.
What did you say his name was?
Sister Donna Mae.
Oh my God.
Lord, when you fall out, that shit remind me of Kaya when she got hit by the African dart and she just passed out.
Oh my God.
That is funny.
Thank you so much for calling in. That's
You're
funny.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Oh Lord. He said Donna Mae. All right. Caller ending in 4380. What's your name? Where you calling from? 4380. 4380. Okay, start listening through your phone and walk away from your device or turn your device down. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Detroit.
What up, Detroit?
All is well. How are you doing?
I can't complain.
You better not complain. LarryLive. You a mess. I'm calling concerning the Clark sisters.
Okay.
All is well with them and all who's doing all the wrong things that they have to be accountable for what they're doing on all situations. And I just want to tell you I love you so much.
Well, thank you. I love you too.
Okay, baby. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. She said they got to be held accountable for what they're doing. Is it all right with people if people that you love, because I love the Clark sisters, you can say, what y'all got going on with this one? I ain't with y'all on this one. I can do that and still love people unconditionally. I guess some people have a problem with that. All right, let's go. Caller ending in 0053. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good evening, Larry Reid. This is Erna from St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, St. Louis.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Hey, now. All right, listen, because I got a minute.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the top. First off, let me tell you what I'll talk about. That Jamal Bryant is doing it. I don't care what y'all say. He is bringing New Birth to where it needs to be. Saturday, he had a Goodwill drive, and the cars pulled up. If you was 45 and over, you went to one trailer and dropped off. 45 and under, you went to the other trailer, and it was like a competition. And them church folks was rolling in, dropping in, and he was cheating because he was telling some of them if they had kids in the car, y'all go to the 45 and under because the 45 and under wasn't donating like the 45 and over. He is doing it. He is out there, and he was actually out in the rain shaking their hands in their car to get them there. Proud of what he's doing. Doing an excellent job. Kanye, go ahead and let Kanye do what he gonna do. Christ can't come back until everybody know about him. Everybody's not coming up in the church. So let him go on out there in the field. The music is excellent.
Yeah.
Let them listen to the music. They'll fool around and get saved. It's all good. And it's good meditation and medication for him. All of that's working together. And we thank God because he needs his mind. Now, speaking of mind, Denise Clark, y'all be ready. Because she going to show y'all a thing or three. Because this ain't nothing new. Denise been clowning and cutting up, but she should thank God for you. You've given her a big platform.
Mm-hmm.
You've given her a wonderful platform so she can tell her version of the story, which is probably a little bit off than the other ones. I agree with you. You can love people, and you still, don't have to agree with everything that they've done.
Yeah.
But when the day is done, Jackie is the oldest sister.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. It's the chain of command. The oldest sister. That's why she's in charge of a lot of stuff, because she is the oldest sister. Jackie is 70.
Yeah.
Jackie's the oldest sister, so that's who they go to for leadership. Denise is off and running like Kentucky Derby. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all just be ready when she comes. Have a little medication and a couch. You do counseling. Come on through, Holy Ghost. Work through LarryReid. All right, I'm done. I done took my minute. I enjoy you. You just keep on doing what you're doing. You got you a fan here in St. Louis. God bless you.
Thank you so much. All right. Yucca Denise is going to be here. All right, next caller. Caller ending in 4956. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Larry. My name is Hendricks, and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
What up?
I'm a short-time listener, and I enjoy the times that I've listened. But I want to talk about Jamal Bryant.
Okay.
I tell you, since he came to Atlanta, he have been doing an awesome job. Regardless of his background, it's what he's doing now. People looking at his background, but they're not looking at what he's doing now. And God is using him up there at the church at New Birth to bring in all sorts of people. And that's what it's about. He having a big gathering up there of saved and unsaved, regardless of who it is that's coming to help him.
90 seconds.
And that is my main thing, is that they're hearing the gospel. So, if people will back off and watch what God is doing through him, they can learn something through what he's doing that they're not doing at their local churches.
Okay.
Look at how he's been feeding. Look at how he went down and, pulled the people out of the jails.
60 seconds.
He got it going on. It's a great outreach. It's a missionary church, and he's performing the works of God.
Yeah. It's a missionary church.
That's all I want to say. Thank you
Definitely.
for accepting my call.
Thank you so much for giving us that sober look at things. Yeah, it's a missionary church, so they're supposed to be big on missions, and he's doing it. He's doing it. Let's go. Caller ending in 5529. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how are you?
Hey there.
Hello. Hi, Larry. How are you? This is my first time calling in. My name is Cherish, and I'm calling from Kansas City, Missouri.
Hey there. Nice to meet you.
I have two things to say.
Okay.
I love Denise. I believe everything that she's
10 seconds.
It comes off real. You get another spirit by the spirit. Secondly, I feel bad for that little gay boy that killed himself because of bullying. I'm a transgender female, and I grew up in the hood. And I was taught to fight. I was out there at his age banging. So I feel bad for him, but it depends on the people you grew up around and how you got it and, what type of community you had. And another thing, when that little boy came on your show, Everlong's son came on your show, you should have asked him, what about the book? Because one of the accusers wrote a book called Santino Kemp. He wrote a book called The Real First Lady. You should have asked him about that since he wanted to get killed.
Hold on. Say it again. Who you talking about? Eddie Wrong?
Yeah, Junior, yeah. One of his daddy's accusers wrote a book called The Real First Lady.
Okay, I don't know.
Y'all didn't know that?
Who wrote it?
Since I believe his name is Santino Kemp or something. He was one of the accusers, not the four little boys, but this was like
I know what you're talking about. The one that was like a transgender.
Yes, well, she's not transgender. He was androgynous, He was just a little feminine, He didn't live his life as a woman, but he wrote a book called The Real First Lady.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
that. He talked about how the bishop flew him all over the world and was doing all type of shit up in the hotel room. And another thing about that is that man, Bishop Long, was wrong for messing with them boys, but I believe that them niggas knew what they was getting into.
Yeah.
Because I've been in this game for a long time. When you're 14, 15, you know if you want a man or a woman, you know what you want to do. I believe that they was messing around and the bishop was tricking off. Then when the bishop cut them off, they wanted to go say something because they wanted some money.
Yeah. And I believe that, but as
and I know the game, baby game, recognize the game.
Yeah, I believe that when it comes down to those boys, including the Kemp guy, what's that? That's 5 of them, right? But I don't know about.
I just like 10 on Kemp, yeah.
Yeah, I know who it is. I just slipped my mind. But as relates to the other cases, I don't know. But as relates to these cases, that's exactly what I feel like had happened.
Well, them 4 older boys, I believe that they were committed too. Because they act like they little street boys or whatever. They seen their money. They seen the Rolls Royces he had or whatever he was going on, and he was spending money on them. It was all good because we heard the interviews. They was in houses, cars, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha. And they lived in houses, cars, and all that till he cut them off. Then they want to go talk. If y'all niggas was with it, y'all was with it. But don't walk around here like that man was just finesse y'all into doing something y'all didn't want to do. That's what I have to say about that. So
yeah, I agree.
And I would love to see Denise's movie also. I believe Denise's movie would be better than the Clark sisters because they cover enough stuff and all that. And another thing, Karen be trying to talk slick. She don't like gays really, because I done call her saying 2-3 things towards the gay community.
Well,
on her Instagram.
It has something to do.
No. Like one of her last Instagram posts, she had a sermon up there of Mother Rivers, and Mother Rivers was talking about in so many words. She said, "Let your son go outside and play or whatever. If he don't go outside and play, he could be walking around the house acting like a girl and acting like a sissy."
Mm-hmm.
Then you remember she said something about eating a sandwich behind a person that had HIV.
Yeah. Well,
I believe they're homophobic, but they're not going to say it because they know that the gays love and support them. And the same thing that happened to Kim Burrell can happen to them too. Let them slip up.
You're saying something there. Thank you so much for calling in.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Wouldn't that be something if, I would have to agree with the caller, but it's the Kojic way. It's the church way to be hard against homosexuality, but if there was no gays, do you know what the Clark sisters would look like? All right, let's go. Caller in and 6831. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, I am Charlene calling from Columbus, Ohio.
Hey there.
What I wanted to say is about, Larry, I love your show. I have just been spreading your name off to Columbus, Ohio, letting people know they got to tune in.
Yeah.
But my thing is, because I've been in the church. I was a church child, been in it all my life, and your shows really touch me. But my thing is, I love me some Kanye. I always have. I always will. You love your friends through their demons and everything like that. And so the fact that he's found, he's getting his church, I think that's his mama talking to him. So hopefully, homegirl is up there telling him that he need to get his butt back in church, and that's what he's doing. If he needs to go and build have that church outside, because that's how God used to really have it, outside. We're not all in these folk buildings and, with these suits and all. It was outside. On wood, they sitting out there on stumps listening to the word, how people need to be. And that's how I was feeling when I seen Kanye doing that stuff. So if he need to get his religion that way, all power to him, because he needs something out there dealing with, the rest of that KKK family up there. With them Clark sisters, I love the Clark sisters. My grandmother, she, like I said, I was a church child, so I was raised 6 o'clock in the morning. We listening to the gospel.
Yep.
We listening. So, and it's just hurtful because that's just like our own family. But we really want to see them get back and stuff and get their things together. Yeah. The other thing, I had just seen that this female lady had killed this pastor and was shooting at his wife because she, and it's a new story. I don't know if
we talked about it about a week and a half ago. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yes. And so I'm just saying, it's something that is going on. I'm going in, I do counseling myself, and I've been letting people know, look, we need to start talking. We need to quit being so closed-minded about things because it's coming out, and if it ain't coming out in bad ways, it's coming out in our kids. And so if it's not coming out with us, it's going to come down later on down the line, and it's going to affect us. And so I'm just loving that you are putting it out there like everybody else needs to do, because that's how I am. I've always been a straight shooter, but I just want to let you know I love and I appreciate your show, and we need to get everybody back together. I mean, we all need religion, and we all need a little counseling. So let's talk about it. Let's get this work done. Let's get working on ourselves because we really need to. But I just love your show, and thank you, Boo, and I'm getting off the air.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please talk about my TD Jakes and my Boo, because them brothers, I don't know what's going on, but yes, black men, we need to come together. Black ladies, we need to come together, and let's get our kids and let's get us our families back together in our churches. All right, see y'all later.
All right, thanks so much for calling in. Good to hear from all of these callers. Take another one. Caller ending in 4695. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Larry King Live.
Hey, where you calling from?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Turn your device
I'm
down.
from Northampton, Okay.
You said Larry King Live.
I mean, he's Larry Reid.
It's so funny. It's so funny you said that though. That was what was in my mind when I named this show. Yeah, but go ahead on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm calling about the Jeffersons.
Okay.
You had asked it how many of them were still alive.
Okay.
Marla Gibbs is still alive.
Okay.
It's Marla Gibbs, Belinda Tolman.
Okay.
Tolbert.
Which one is Belinda?
Those two are still alive.
Make the picture big. Which one is Belinda?
The ones that played Belinda.
Okay.
That was the daughter.
That was the daughter.
Gotcha.
Alan Willis is still living.
And Jessica Jefferson. Ebony Smith played that part from Lethal Weapon 1. One of the daughters from Lethal Weapon.
Oh.
There's four of them that's still alive.
Got it.
Marla Gibbs
And Marla Gibbs is alive. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
but what they're gonna do, they're gonna actually get other actors to play their part. But I was wondering who was alive. Thank you so much for giving me that information.
Sure, I love your show. I'm watching it now as we speak.
I hear it.
That's what you was here.
Tell your husband I said hello.
You gotta sit and watch them.
Look,
He said to tell you hello.
Tell him Clark sister fan too.
He talking about he a Clark sister fan too.
Oh yeah.
So about he know about that missing one.
But I didn't know exactly why she left. Word was just that she did.
That's what everybody knows. She just stopped singing. That's what the word was.
Well, we know now. We know now. Part 1, 2, 3, and 4.
They sung that live at Zanzibar club in Newark, New Jersey. I remember that.
Hey, tell him hello.
Hey, how you doing, Larry?
Hey, how you doing? What were you saying now?
Hey, God. I was talking about the Clark sisters. I remember the song "You Brought the Sunshine."
Mm-hmm.
They sung that for the first time live in Zanzibar, Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I was like a teenager when that came out.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a DJ. I still am a DJ, but I'm a DJ in Christ Jesus. But I used to DJ at all them different clubs in Newark, New Jersey. Sensation, Zanzibar, the Peppermint Lounge, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much for calling in. It's good to hear from y'all.
You too, and have a blessed evening.
All right, take care. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I love that right there. We on the phone talking like the audience ain't even here. That's how black folk talk. Somebody else be talking in the background. Tell them something. What he say? That is funny to me. All right, I'm going to take two more. I'm going to be done. Caller ending in 2673. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hey there. Where you calling from?
Larry. Hey, my name is Dee, and I'm calling from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
All right.
I wanted to talk about the young boy who committed suicide, the LGBTQ young boy,
Mm-hmm.
and the bullying in the classroom. Actually, the caller that called a few times ago, she talked about she was a teacher. I'm a teacher too. I was actually up here doing lesson plans, watching you. Don't tell anybody. In regards to this thing, in the last maybe like 2 or 3 months, I've had about 4 or 5. I teach in middle school. I teach emotional support. I've called you before when the teachers were fighting the students and everything. But in the last 2 or 3 months, I've had about 4 students come to me and confide in me that they're LGBTQ students. And I am a pastor's wife, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. We need more Christians inside of the school system that can be change agents. Because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and algebra and all this other stuff means nothing if we cannot get to the core of that person.
Yep.
And I'm in a unique situation because I teach emotional support, so I have that social emotional thing going on. And just a few Fridays ago, we had community meetings, and I had to stand up for these kids. And the administrators came to me and was like, "Would you do a lesson?" And I just took something out of my husband's preaching. He says it has to be real, relevant, relational, and then the experience becomes rich.
Yeah.
Because if we're in here teaching these kids and they can't relate to us and we can't relate to them, it's chaotic in the classroom.
Yep.
So that's all I wanted to say about that.
Man, you done said something.
I admonish all people who are in church, teaching Sunday school. If you can go back to school, get your degrees. And let me tell you about God. And I know this is not Christian, but I don't even have my certification. I'm emergency certified. I'm emergency certified because God will put his people in places where they need to be. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and special education. And I used to be worried about, well, I'm not certified, but God has me there for whatever reason. And I just want to be able to impact students for as long as I need to. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you. You have a great evening.
Yeah, I 100% believe in these change agents, these double agents. I really think that that's what the world needs in every system. All right, this is going to be my last call. Don't y'all go nowhere, though. Caller ending in 6493. Sorry. I don't know if they can hear me. Can you hear me? Caller ending in 6493. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, this is Jamal.
What up, Jamal?
From D.C. Hey, Larry, I've been listening to your show for a while, man. It blows my mind, man. It blows my mind, man. But I got a question about the clock systems, man.
Okay.
Is there...
Lord, his phone went out. Good God Almighty. All right, if you listening, your phone went out. So you're going to have to email me. I felt like you about to ask me a very important question. My antenna stood up and everything. Maybe you can say it in the comments and maybe I'll see it or either if I don't know if you on YouTube or on what's the name? No, it ain't shut off. Yeah, you can't call back in because the thing is shut down. Oh well. Well, that's it. Another Monday night. You probably won't see me until next Monday. You probably won't. But just in case, this is what you do. Get your cell phone right now where you will put somebody's number in the text feed. Put 33222 and then send me the word LarryReidLive. You'll be locked in right then so that I can text you whenever I go live. Because y'all know how stuff be breaking off and popping off and just pop up, but then I have to go live. And even if I upload a video and I'm live in the comments, you don't want to miss none of that anywhere. I don't always text the people if I'm doing it that way. So you need to be making sure you hit that bell if you on YouTube. If you on Periscope, you better be following me on YouTube or either on Facebook because the stuff I load there, I never air it streaming, so Periscope never see it. So you have to follow me on all platforms. And also on IG. And follow me personally on my personal stuff, my Snapchat, my IG, all of that's at I am Larry D. Reid. Not that there. That's the show, but you need to follow that too. But at I am Larry D. Reid. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. It was nice having the conversation with you. I wasn't going to be here this Sunday, but I got to remember, no matter how many times I come on during the week, I got to always come back here and meet the family here on Mondays at 7 p.m. I'll chat to you later. Make sure you go right now and download or stream all through the night on Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Apple Music. Just stream it over to again. All right? Smile. The whole project will be out July the 12th. I just today got the masters for the entire project. So I'm going to be listening to it and make sure there ain't nothing else that got to be done. I'm going to be ready to upload it to pre-orders and give you some instant tracks. If you are an iTunes user, you'll get some tracks immediately. All right, I'll chat with you later. I love you all. Peace. Share.